It's Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the Colts coming off a tough year, just 4 wins in 2022. You think that they can compete this year in the AFC South?
I do, because I think it's a wide-open division, brand new head coach, brand new way of doing things, likely a brand new quarterback, and a defense that I think is a little bit on the underrated side. So yes, absolutely, I think they can compete in their division.
Then for the visiting Rams, they found out the hard way that you need a lot of good fortune when you win a Super Bowl title. And when you don't get that good fortune, as they didn't last year, things can crash down to earth in a hurry.
And none of us really saw this coming. Remember, they were 12-5 the year they won the Super Bowl, went 5-12 last year. Somehow I think this Rams team is better than what we saw last season, adding in a lot of new pieces in order to try and get back to the top of the NFC West.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is a number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
Okay, break.
Richardson going right to the air. Fights through and now a crease. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. As they've got it as we resume action. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down, here's Richardson. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. On the screen, this is Evans. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. What a first half we saw from the number 4 overall pick back in April, Anthony Richardson. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Throwing again is Stafford. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. 2nd and 6 coming up. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did.
For the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.